today we're going to do a likes and dislikes video on the Honda ADV350. Now, I have done likes and dislikes on this bike back in the summer, but that was after a first ride review. I didn't own the bike then, I only had it for an hour. So I've owned this bike now for a couple of weeks. I've done about 400 miles or so on it. So I've learnt a few things, so I thought I'd share my likes and dislikes with you. So we'll start with the likes. First has to be the comfort. For me, I have arthritis in my back and hips and whatnot, so the seating position with your feet in front of your hips and your knees at a nice angle, the seat is super comfortable, and it seems to get more comfy every time I ride it. So yeah, the comfort on the bike is just fantastic. So yeah, that's definitely number one on my likes. Number two would be the handling, because as I've said in other videos, it just handles so well. It feels like you're riding a bike instead of a scooter. I've had lots of bikes and lots of scooters, and it's far closer to a bike the way it handles. So yeah, it's fantastic. Number three is the TFT screen. It's just brilliant. There's no other word for it. Of the bikes and scooters I've had, the screen on the ADV is just miles ahead of everything else I've had. Even in strong sunlight and whatnot, you can see it perfectly fine. Everything's big enough that you can actually read it. There's nothing too small that you can't read. Everything's a nice size. It's easy to use. You just scroll through with your little menu button. There's nothing to it. Even if you're not great with technology, it's really simple to use. There's nothing to it. So yeah, the TFT is number three. Number four is the storage that you get under the seat. It's great. It's I've got the little gun for blowing up your tyres if you get a puncture, along with a puncture repair kit under there. I have my waterproofs under there. I've got spare gloves under there. So yeah, you can get plenty that you need under there. It's really good. Although storage does make an appearance on my dislikes list as well. I'll go into that later. Number five is the looks. You look at it and it doesn't look like a scooter. It's great. It kind of looks like a baby Goldwing or something. I'm sure lots of you laugh at that, but if you look at it from the front with your spotlights and everything on, it looks great. It really does. I love the look of it. So yeah, number five is looks. There are plenty of likes on there, but too many to go through. So moving on to dislikes. Number one, probably the only real dislike that I have with it, is the rear suspension. It's just terrible, to be honest with you. I never noticed it when I did my demo ride, because I was on pretty good roads then. But like I say, I've done about 400 miles on it now, and I've adjusted the preload and whatnot. But if you hit a bump or a pothole or something, it just jars up right through your back. It's really bad. And for someone like me who's got arthritis in my back, that's the last thing I need. Even if you're, when you're on a bypass and you're coming up to a roundabout and you have those little bumps on the road for like 100 yards leading up to the roundabout, even those things go right through you. It's really bad. So yeah, I'm not impressed at all with the rear suspension. That's pretty much the only real downside to this bike. Number two this is where I said storage comes in again, is my helmets are quite big. I think they're 2XL, so they're pretty big helmets. They don't fit under the seat. My open face one will fit in the front, but it won't go in the back, and the two full face helmets I have won't go front or back. So I mean, I know I can't blame Honda because my helmets are pretty big, but yeah, it does bug me. It annoys me when I can't put my helmet under there and I've got to carry it around, because one of the reasons I bought the scooter was that I could store my helmet under there. So yeah, that is definitely on my dislikes list. Number 3 is the original windscreen that comes on the bike. It's just not big enough. You know, if you're only like 5'7" or something, then it might be okay for you, but I'm 6'1", and it just offered no protection at all. So I ended up spending, was it £97 I think it was, and I got the Honda tall screen, which does work a lot better. It gives you a lot more protection, but it's only about 2 inches taller, and I think it's like 10mm wider at each side. Now I can't help but think, you know, the normal little extenders you can get would probably have done the same job, and you can pick a decent one of them up for 20 or 30 quid. So yeah, not overly impressed with the windscreens. Number 4 on my dislikes list, and this is the last of the dislikes, I don't have a number 5. When you're doing low speed maneuvers like the little roundabouts, and it's a tight turn and you've got to take it slow, or a sharp corner or something, the throttle is jerky. You know, it's not smooth at low speeds, it's very jerky. You'll find you slow down to take the corner and you ease off the throttle and the power will disappear, so you try and put a bit of throttle back on and then it jerks you forward, so you end up having to use your brakes to control the speed rather than controlling with your throttle. So when you come up to your roundabout or whatnot, you've basically got to keep your back brake on as you make the turn and just give it a bit more throttle, rather than slowing down and then coming off your brakes before you take the corner. You got to keep your brake on as you go around the corner and keep the throttle a bit higher than you normally would. So I mean, you get used to it, but it is a bit annoying. So yeah, that's my list of likes and dislikes. Overall, you know, it is a very good bike. Like I say, my only real dislike is that rear suspension, but I don't know, there's probably aftermarket suspensions you can get that'll improve that. I'll have to look into it. Yeah, I think that's everything covered there, likes and dislikes. Yeah, like I said, overall it is a cracking bike. I'm pretty happy with it. It handles really well, it's comfortable, you know, that screen's brilliant, and I love the looks of it. So yeah, you know, overall it's a good bike. So thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do give us a like on the video. I am on Facebook now as well, so there's a link to that in the description under the video if you want to follow on Facebook. And yeah, again, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you on the next video.